this emotional thing immediately. Wa alaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum. So, like I was saying, alhamdulillah.
Before you continue, I tell you one thing.
Okay.
Brother Noor also has many things to share with us.
Okay, that's great.
In this regard.
Okay.
So once we are, who should we talk to first?
I don't mind. I mean, for me to listen and for me to.
Okay, you go.
To also share some of that. It's we have similar experiences.
Yes.
But for you, you are at one stage and I'm at a different stage maybe. And everyone's situation is unique.
Yes.
But I was telling Brother Abbas,
Yes.
Many of these, what you were explaining about, you presented your brother with some evidences.
Yes, in the Bible.
But sometimes presenting evidences is not the only way you can convince somebody of something.
Yes.
Because if there is an emotional exchange, evidences sometimes does not cut through this emotional situation. So you are very close to someone and now you told them, I am a Muslim.
Yes.
And they have disagreement about, they don't accept that you should be Muslim or that it's a valid choice for you or it's the right choice.
Yes.
They will react to you emotionally and may not want to speak to you if they don't like Islam.
Yes.
And this is what happened with me, with some family.
Yes.
And I had to convince them firstly that this was my choice.
Yes.
That I believe this, not some other influence that caused me to do this.
Yes.
But you have to have a relationship with those people, regardless of whether they accept your evidences. And you can give all the evidences, and we should present the message of truth that Allah has given to us, the ayat that Allah has given to us. Logically, the revelations, whatever arguments Allah says to us to do it in a wise way, not to be harsh. But at the end of that, still, even the Prophet ﷺ, he could not. And I have to remind myself of this because you become like you can become depressed or despondent. I would like my loved one to understand this feeling I have and this belief, and to benefit from it like I do. But you cannot cause someone to
forcefully
believe something.
Yes.
And Allah tells us this also. So it's hard, for me it's very hard. You know that you cannot change someone's heart. Only Allah does that.
That's right.
And it is your responsibility only to convey the message. So I feel like I still haven't exerted myself enough in conveying that message. But there are other ways, relationship, that sometimes we fail in. Because if someone feels very close to you, they will be more open to listening to what you have to say. And if there's a distance, then this, I think, maybe one of the challenges that I have.
You've encountered.
To break through that barrier of communication. Maybe this is another thing that with your discussion with your family, besides proof, that also speaks in a different way, because akhlaq can also penetrate someone's heart.
Yes.
And he will be willing to listen to you.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, Allah will decide who accepts what and does not accept them.
Yes.
So, but for me it's hard. It's one of the, like being in Mecca or experiencing Ramadan. The feeling you have when Allah tells you this is what you should do, and when you do it and you see it and you feel close to Allah in a real, very deep way, you want to take this feeling and slap it onto somebody. You want to say, please feel this.
Yes, it is true.
And please experience this. Or you read some verse in the Quran and it really hits your heart and you want to deliver that to someone.
Yes.
I try sometimes to send the verse, but you cannot deliver that experience of the verse.
That feeling which
you can share the wording or the meaning or explain something, but you cannot take what you feel and put it inside of someone.
It is only within you.
So I would love to be able to
Yes.
to do that. Do you have any ideas?
Yes.
Emotion.
I'm a bit of an emotional person.
But what you are referring to, when you feel something after embracing Islam or going through the teachings of Quran or Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the emotions which generate these teachings cannot be passed to someone through text.
No.
This is
Yes.
what you are trying to say?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's like even just the experience of Hajj,
Yes.
going to the Kaaba, seeing the Kaaba. Because of my belief, or our belief, we see this shape in a different way.
Yes. Yes.
This black shape.
Yes. Yes.
Someone that doesn't have that belief, you cannot show him the Kaaba and
Yeah,
expect him
yeah.
to feel.
No.
Why? Because the feeling comes only after the real belief
That
is
is
there.
true. That is true.
And so there's a whole journey that
Yes.
myself and yourself, we went through
Yes.
to reach that point where we
Yes.
investigation and so we should be patient with
Yes. Yeah, with them.
those who are close to us and try to be very good brother or son or friend or whatever,
Yes. Yes.
so that they feel closer to us and they want to know about the things that are important to us.
Yeah, tell me one thing. How long does it take once you started investigating the teachings or probing the teachings of Islam or Hindu? How long does it take from the start till you made up your mind? Okay, I have enough knowledge, enough belief
To make a
enough
decision?
strength to make a decision now. How long does it take? Did it?
I mean, for me, a lot of people ask me, what's your story?
Yes.
And I have to go back before I heard about Islam, because it's like a winding tale kind of thing. And for me, I had some problems in my life, and then tried to solve them this way, and then I approached my own religion, like the brother was
Yes,
saying,
yes.
looking at the Bible, and then going elsewhere for the unanswered things. And going from, I didn't look for Islam. I tried other religions except Islam, because I was raised in a way where our view of Islam and Muslims was not the best. And the media and everything, I had a typical, I don't like Islam, I don't like Muslims, I don't understand what they do. It's very strange and I don't agree with it. So there was many steps, but I think I started searching for what is my purpose in life at the age of maybe about 18, when I was coming to the end of my school and starting to look out in the world. What am I supposed to do here?
80 years, 14 years, now you are 94 years old.
18 till about 24 was like
No,
a period of
you
experience.
started searching at the age of 80 now, and now you're 14 years you have raised Islam. Now you are 94 years old.
94? For a financial advisor, that's very bad mathematics. But
No, are you saying 18 or 80?
no, when I was 18,
18. Okay.
I had a very life-shaking experience. My life was in a mess, and I was looking for something, for myself basically, and
Okay.
for where do I come from, where am I supposed to.
Okay.
And then I started searching for religion,
Yes,
and
yes.
that search lasted maybe about 6 years.
Wa alaikum salam.
Rahmatullah.
Brother Ibrahim,
Yeah.
Brother Noor is sharing
Mashallah, Haji.
his
Experience.
his journey,
Mashallah.
and some aspects of his journey to us.
To
If I had to try to tell you all the twists, then to steer for days and then start sleeping.
It will be a long story.
But what you are telling to me at least, and to all the people who are watching this particular segment, it is very encouraging to see, and one thing which pops up, obviously, that only those are guided to the right path, which Allah choose. You see? So you were choosing, you were looking for many other options, but
I never chose Islam at all.
But you were destined to
It came
be
in front of me without my search.
Allah put you on that
So
path,
that
and
means-
from there, your
I think that was about maybe 2 years from when I encountered So was confronted by...
What church were you attending? What faith were you practicing before?
I was Christian, and we
Precisely which
we,
Christian?
we attended the
denomination.
gospel kind of church. It was a
These charismatic churches.
evangelical kind of church.
We call them
And
charismatic
when I was
churches.
younger, Baptist church.
Yeah, okay.
But as far as I knew, we weren't fixed to a specific denomination.
Yeah.
But I never went to Catholic churches because we had a kind of a negative view of Catholic.
Okay.
Some of the things that Catholics do specifically, I didn't believe. So I would say it's
So
almost
you are
like
not on the Orthodox
No,
side, but
no.
you are on the charismatic
yes,
side.
yes,
side,
yes,
yeah.
yes. I was.
Okay.
That is the one-man churches.
Yeah, that's the
Well, one
charismatic
man,
side.
yes.
They are not the Orthodox, not the Protestant. They are this is the Pentecostal.
Yeah, Pentecostal churches,
Apostolic.
yeah.
So it's kind
Those who like speaking in tongues. Yes, that type of church. Yeah, yeah. But did you know how to speak in tongues?
No, I was telling you, I was saying to you, I had some kind of similar. you
Yeah,
were saying
similar
about
things
the
like
tongues,
that. Yeah,
the story about the tongues.
ambiguous ways.
I went
speaking them.
when I started searching, really, I started reading the Bible a lot and going to different churches because I needed to fix things in my life.
Yes.
And I started with my religion is Christianity.
Yeah.
So I wanted this to be the fix. But afterwards, I was left with many questions. One church I went to, I wanted to experience this Holy Spirit thing that everyone said you need to save you. And this church had the reputation for being a church like this where you get the Holy Spirit. And you go and you sit and sing, and they build up the sermon with music, and people become emotional. And
Yeah,
then
and
some
it
go to the
does.
front, and people put their hands on them, and they fall down,
Down.
and
Yes,
cry.
yes.
I forced myself to go through this
So
experience.
you force yourself to fall down. Did you
I
ever?
went to the front,
Yeah.
and the people put their hands. But I didn't feel anything that would make me fall.
Yeah.
So I didn't fall.
So
So
that
I
means
got pushed.
they actually attempted to push you down.
I worked myself.
Yes.
I worked myself into an
They
emotional
prayed
state.
for you to fall.
Yes.
And
Yes.
what happened? You have the force, the spirit to fall.
I wouldn't say, I say basically the one who stood behind me and someone pushed me, but I pushed myself into an emotional state. Look, I think a lot of people go through this and they force themselves to cry.
That's right.
I think so.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. But afterwards I felt like empty, like this experience was not real.
Yeah.
I didn't connect with my Creator
Yeah.
through this. I felt emotions.
That's right.
Even my body was tingling and I cried.
Yes.
But it was like an emotional state.
No, it's good.
And afterwards, I asked myself, what is different? Has anything changed? Am I different?
Allah.
Do I know anything about my Creator or my purpose? No.
Allah.
The answer was no. So I started going searching outside of Christianity. And I explored Judaism because this is
My
kind
brother,
of the next
if I
step.
may ask,
Yes.
did you bother to ask from what portion in the Bible, or are those praying and falling? Did you worry to inquire to know what was happening? Is it being supported by the Bible?
Yeah,
or
yes.
what?
You know, the type of belief that I had
Yeah.
was not based on textual evidences. Because when I read the Bible, I saw there was something different going on here to what our general behavior and beliefs as a Christian. And I noticed that difference.
Yeah.
So I did ask about some of those things.
Yeah.
And I never got tangible answers.
Yeah.
It's more like metaphorical things. And
Yeah.
that didn't solve the...
There was no correlation what you were
Yes.
practicing and what your beliefs were.
That is it.
And I went to other churches who did things drastically differently, like the brother was also saying. So after some time, then I started going outside of Christianity.
Yeah, okay.
And I met people with different...
Because you were not satisfied. You were
I was
not
looking for
convinced
some-
within the Christendom. You were not
Yes.
convinced. You felt that you could not connect your Creator within the
I'm
Christianity.
not going to find my true purpose and path here.
So you decided to go out
Yes.
outside the Christian.
And find answers.
Okay.
But I found very strange things, a lot of strange things.
So
I explored Judaism, which was very closed door.
Yeah.
No one would tell me of the Jews that I spoke to,
Okay.
tell me about their religion.
Okay.
And I skipped it quickly.
Okay.
And I went on to Buddhism and other religions and other beliefs, strange things. And eventually I kind of gave up searching for religion as an answer.
Yeah.
But I never chose Islam as an option. I stopped. I said religion, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Because all
So
of
you
this,
forgot about religion.
I just cancelled this as the search.
Yeah.
And my life actually, it went quite bad after this because I had nothing to hold on to. And in this period when I got very lost, I had abandoned the search. A Muslim came up to me and
Walaikum salam. Alhamdulillah. Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Good, Muhammad. But where were you?
But it's
I'm
almost
feeling
like
great. Alhamdulillah.
after I had given
So
up,
happy.
then Allah sent someone, and I was in not in a very
in the midst of Muslims
good
like this.
location and situation when this person came to me, Muslim. And the Muslim person wasn't that
I am
learned
in the
even.
midst of
He just mentioned to me something about Islam.
and it increases my
And that's
iman,
where,
my faith.
I think that was the first time a Muslim had told me about Islam.
Allah.
So happy to
I think I was 23 years
in the
old or
midst of
something.
Muslims. Understand?
It's better we share.
Yes.
It's better.
We discussed together.
Become a
Ismail,
Muslim is more
It's better we
advantageous
share
for you.
this
Yes.
once.
Yes.
So that then, as we learn from his experience,
We should
when
join,
the chance
join,
comes
join.
down, others also brings.
Yes.
Viewers are watching us. They cannot listen here.
Yes,
So when
yes.
he's giving us his experience,
Yeah, we have to
we give him
listen
the
to
chance,
him.
and then we might learn from
Him,
his experience.
yes,
and when
yes.
opportunity comes, whoever also has another experience, bring it on.
Yes, that's true.
Well, I've learned a lot from
So,
my brother.
you have learned a lot
From him, yes. From
and
his
I'm also
experience.
enjoying his
And
experience.
Yes.
from what you told
We
me,
are all
yesterday,
learning from one another.
Having search for a long-term search for how he can be connected to his creator.
Yes.
And he roamed within the Christendom,
Yes.
and he was not able to connect to his creator. And therefore, he decided to go outside Christendom. And he even visited the Hindu, you said Hindu?
Buddhist.
Buddhist.
Yes.
And he felt that really he couldn't connect to his creator over there.
Yes.
And at a point, he decided to give up. He was no longer
Interested
doing any search again because he felt that religion is out of his way. I heard that is what
It
he
was, there were no answers.
you see. There were no
I
answers. He could
think
not
what
find
you know that
solutions.
So let me come in.
I collected a lot of questions.
You said there were no answers.
Many times they try, as he told us earlier.
Yes.
But he asked, whenever he tried to talk, they stopped. Is it? About your family and everything, like your background of your family background, they are very strict for this Christianity.
I think it's not about being strict. That we were saying earlier, the
Okay.
brother was saying he spoke to his brother
Yes.
about Islam.
Yes.
And he gave his brother some
Quotations?
quotations from the Bible that conveys some practices, Islamic
Islam
practices.
practices. Yeah.
But I was saying to him, it's not only about the quotation and the text, because people are emotional when they deal with it. If you are from a different belief, I don't listen to your words. I respond from an emotional point of view.
As brother Ibrahim also had the same experience
Yes.
because I read his book,
Yes.
The Way of the Islam.
You read it?
Yeah, I read
Oh,
it.
it's
It's
very
this
powerful.
very interesting story.
Yes,
Alhamdulillah.
yes.
And the same I listened from Brother Noor. That's the same interesting story, and he's struggling. I appreciate from my heart. He's still struggling to be his complete family to be a Muslim. So inshallah, one day his whole family inshallah be a Muslim. Inshallah.
To me, that's like almost like I think about it
More and more.
It's like,
Why are you so anxious and worried for your family to also be in Islamic faith? Why is that concern? Why are you so concerned of your family also being Muslim? Why are you constantly praying for Allah to direct your family also to Islam? Why are you so concerned about it?
I mean, anyone that enters Islam and feels the effect of the connection with Allah and how Islam changes your life and changes how you see everything, how you understand your purpose, and they start to explore the Quran and see how Allah speaks about everything that Allah has created, then they realize that this is what people need.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
And that's why the world outside is so confused and in chaos, and people are going to this extreme and that extreme, and people are trying things to make themselves feel okay about being alive, to remove that emptiness. They are going to all kinds of means to feel fulfilled. And when you feel the fulfillment that Allah gives you from Islam,
Allahu Akbar.
from any part of Islam, Salah or Ramadan, fasting in Ramadan, anything, reading Quran, you have to, somebody else has to, you have to give it. Give it.
Somebody else.
You feel like, if I cannot give this to someone that I'm close to, I would have failed.
So you feel like you have gained a treasure, a property.
Yes, it's
that you can't afford seeing your family losing
Losing
that.
it, yes.
yes.
That you
That
want
is-
all
that
of
is how
them
it
to
feels
come
like.
have a share of
And
it.
you see the akhirah, the next life, and you know this life and the next life, the difference between the two, and what happens to us in the next life. And we don't want to see those we love suffer. I would rather see somebody I love go through some difficulty in this life and be saved from the difficulty of the next life, saved from punishment. So I've seen people that are close to pass away, and I've not been able to convey to them Islam. So I would not, even if I get just a moment to be able to transfer some of this experience to someone close to me, it's like a something that's tight inside of me that I have to,
You have
but I have not been able to. So it's like a burden. I'm sure
Yes.
for both of you, all of us feel this. We all have people close to us, friends, people we work with, that we would love to see them experience this treasure, this amazing, transforming thing that Islam gives us. So for me, that's
So here I would like to say for three brothers, Muslims, Alhamdulillah. What you feel when you join the Islam? How's your social life? How's your personal life? And how's your family life? What difference you feel when you join the Islam? And what difficulties you are facing that time? And still you are facing some difficulty also. So can you please describe about this one thing so we can share this our views so each other. So we feel these things when you read the Quran, you read the Bible, you make the difference, and Alhamdulillah now you are on the right path. So can you share some struggle for your side?
Brother Tahir, as a Christian, precisely a Jehovah's Witnesses, who was not just an ordinary member of Jehovah's Witnesses, but a whole activist, an active activist in Jehovah's Witnesses who have helped propagate the Jehovah's Witnesses or Christian faith for long and wide. In fact, I think there is no any better treasure in my life than Islam that Allah has given to me.
free.
And it's a great privilege as far as my life in this world and that of the hereafter is concerned. I feel so proud and I feel so honored by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. With my life since I embraced Islam, I think this is the time that I'm enjoying a complete life as human.
Yes.
But this is the
Alhamdulillah.
time
Allah
I've
Akbar.
surrounded my whole life
MashaAllah.
to my Creator.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
And I am no longer being dictated by human doctrine, human teaching. I have given the privilege. I'm not having the chance to communicate to my Creator direct. You see, and this is the time I've seen the quality of religion. You see, a religion that gives you the opportunity to talk to your Creator. That is the perfect one. Because I don't see why we need to get an intermediator between us and God.
Yes.
And I could not realize this until I became a Muslim.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Allahu Akbar.
Then I asked myself, if human beings need somebody to mediate between them and God, then we are even position God in a very negative position.
Yes.
Yes.
True.
Yeah, we are positioning God in a very negative position, which is very, very bad. Subhanallah. Because, for instance, if a child needs a mediator before he speaks to the father, then you, the father, what kind of father are you? If your child cannot approach you direct in terms of his needs and wants, but this child has to talk through somebody before the person passes it on to you as a father, then what kind of father are you?
Yes.
So Islam is the only religion that recognizes God in his right position.
For sure.
He is like a lovely and caring father to us. He has given us the right to approach him with our problems. We should talk to him and he is willing to answer. Now in my social life, my brother, I now feel that whatever I am doing, I am not doing it for myself. I am not doing it to please myself, but to please my
Your
Creator.
Creator.
Who
Allah
will
Akbar.
reward me if he likes in this world and also in the hereafter.
Hereafter, yes.
If he likes, he keeps my reward, keep it safely for me, and give it for me in the hereafter.
Yes, yes.
So with that, I don't have problem socially.
Alhamdulillah.
This does not mean that there might not be any stumbling block in life. I see every difficulties that it comes to my life as something ordained by Allah. And I say he knows why. So you don't worry yourself much about certain difficulties you meet in life. Because Islam has taught you, has made you to understand that whatever comes your way, Allah has a reason for it. And the reason is that he knows it is good for you.
Yes.
That is that. Just accept it like that. So you don't have a sleepless night on certain plans. You just throw it to Allah. Allah, I have accepted it.
Alhamdulillah.
Make it easy for me if you will.
Yes.
If you feel that this is what I should go through, then make it a reward for me in the hereafter, my brother. This is the taste of Islam.
Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair.
Okay.
MashaAllah.
For my side, when I finally made my research and inquiries about Islam, and then thanks to Allah, I found out that Islam is actually the true religion. I knew accepting Islam, I was going to face challenges, both from my family side, my social life, and other aspects of my life. But when I measure the quantity of, the benefit I will gain from Islam, both in this life and the hereafter, then it surpasses all those things.
Subhanallah. Subhanallah.
So if I conclude it that way, then I see this as not a challenge to me. Because I know I am now going to worship my Creator. He created me. And it's my duty and my responsibility to worship Him. Even I used to tell my friends, there's nothing that is good in this earth that comes freely. You have to, sweat for it. You understand? So, for me, I will not say I have a challenge. Though my family, we are not in good terms because of choosing Islam. But I know what I am doing. I am doing for Allah. And it's the right thing that I am doing.
Right path.
Yes, yes.
Alhamdulillah.
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 Yes, yes.
And my brother, you see, being a Muslim is a great privilege.
Alhamdulillah.
it's a great privilege because, for instance, look at my brother, knows experience.
Yes.
We've all tasted such experience before. And my brother Ismail. See, I need not to worry myself about which faith I am. He moved from church to church. Same Bible. Same Christian, Jesus, one Jesus, one Bible. But yet, people are migrating from church to church. You see? Yes. But in Islam, of my same one Quran, same Allah, same faith.
It's enough for us.
Enough for us. For instance, look at what we are from Africa.
Yeah.
Africa, far away from Ghana to here. And I came, and we need not to present any identity card before we'll be welcomed by the Muslim community here.
Alhamdulillah.
But in the Christian community, when you from the same church, if you go to from here to another town, you need to present your membership card before you'll be recognized. And this is a case that we are practicing the religion.
Yes. See the difference.
Has given us a divine membership card.
Yes.
Membership card in Islam is a divine identification card, not a printed ID card.
Islam, no need for any identification.
No. Your identity, it is divine. Yes. So, I think.
So, like I say, even Islam makes sense when you put the Bible and the Quran aside, and if you are to assess, like, if God is to appear before you right now, what kind of respect will you demonstrate to Him? Yeah. What will you do? So, if you put the Bible and the Quran aside, and if you have to think critically, you realize what Muslims do is they are actually demonstrating the right way of worship. Yes, for sure. Like if you go to back at Ghana, when I go to greet my king at my hometown, I don't go and stand straight and greet him. I have to bow down, lower myself, and show respect. He is a human being like me.
I think this thing about
How
who
much
is
will you
Allah,
greater? So if Muslims put their face on the ground and worship Allah,
And directly connected to Allah.
yes, it is a very splendid way of worshiping your creator.
No doubt.
Yes,
I think maybe, society now, because of modernizing of society and removing of religion from the state and from schools and everything, people have almost developed this, like, this strangeness to having a relationship with your creator. What is this thing about creator and why do I need to speak to a creator and listen to some rules? And it's because we have been educated to think like this, and we've changed our perception of reality that I should decide what is right and wrong. And yet we don't know anything about even the most simple things about ourselves, about our emotions, about how our brains work. We don't know. But we have put ourselves forward as the ones that should decide what is right and wrong. And yet we are only an infinite little speck in the infinite kind of reality. If we zoom out, it's like a bit of dust. And the Hajj, for me, when we went to the Haram and we did our tawaf, when you guys moved ahead and I got lost, people were pushing. People were pushing.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
We started speaking about the Hajj, the tawaf. The brother was saying that about how people respond to being told about what they should do, and
I was actually saying, even if you put the Bible and the Quran aside, if you are to observe critically how Muslims show respect to their creator, there's no doubt they are on the right path. And I made emphasis that if Allah is to appear before you now as your creator, what kind of respect will you show to Allah that will actually show that He's your creator? You have to lower yourself and put your head down. Then I made an example. When you go back to Africa, when we are to greet our kings, you don't stand straight and greet a king. You bow down. You lower yourself and you shake hands.
That is even to human beings.
Just some people, some tribes, they even remove their distance. But he is a human being like you. How much more your creator? So even if you put those two books aside, Muslims still show what they are doing is very logical and it's very reasonable.
And recognize the supremacy of our Creator,
Yes.
the uniqueness of our Creator, Allah,
Yes, yes.
God, I think it is only Islam as a religion that gives God that recognition.
Yes,
Only Islam.
yes.
There's no doubt about
Yes.
it. It's like
Yes, only Islam.
actually, this is what I was searching
Yeah.
for. For who am I and who is my creator?
Yeah.
The clear explanation.
That is it.
And Islam gives us clearly who are you and who is your creator and what is your relationship.
Relation between you and the
What is
creator.
your status and what is the status of your creator? And other religions, it is vague. It changes.
That is it.
It changes from one school of thought to another.
another.
But
Yes,
for us, it is very clear. We are this and our creator is.
Yeah, sure.
You see, look at the
We
salat.
need like this one, we make extension for them. Like we need this school to this school, we need to go there.
Yes.
We have the paper. We sure we have need to paper from this school, then we have to admit it for then the next school.
That is it.
But here, this in Islam, if we want to talk with Allah, no need to any paper. No need, nothing. We have just any time. There is no specific time like 5-time prayer. There is no, there is no time limit. In the 24 hour a day, any time, any second, you can go directly to connect with Allah.
Yes, anytime.
And he will listen every time he listen to us.
Yes.
So this is the beauty of Islam.
Yes,
This is the
yes,
beauty
it
of
is the
This is the
beauty.
beauty of Islam.
Let me add to what you are saying. You see, the Bible says pray without ceasing. That we should be continuously offering praises to Allah. Like you just said, Muslims, we are always praying. We are always praying. But the Christians, they only go to church at least once, at times 2 times in a week. Then they stop.
Submissiveness.
But we all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Submissiveness is to Allah on the part of Muslim is unique.
Yes.
They say we have totally agreed and surrendered our whole human being
Yes.
to Allah.
Allah.
Therefore, look at our 5 daily prayers.
Yes.
We pray when it is time for Fajr.
Yes.
You are sleeping. If you don't go to mosque, there is no timekeeper who will mark you present or absent.
Yes.
But you feel it as a responsibility
Ability to do.
to respond to the call of your Creator.
Yes.
Therefore, you wake up from your bed, perform ablution, and go and bow yourself, and humble yourself before your Creator.
Yes.
Zuhur, you might be busy doing your work.
Yes.
There's no policeman or security checking you if you don't go and pray Zuhur.
Yes.
But when it is time, you feel it as a responsibility for you to offer yourself to your Creator. You prepare yourself and go and submit yourself to your Creator.
Yes.
Asr, Maghrib, Isha. You see, this salat, 5 times salat alone shows how submissiveness we are to our Creator. My brother, let's look at Ramadan. You might have a lot of drinks, vegetables, fruit in your fridge.
Yes.
You see, and if you eat, nobody will arrest you.
Yes.
You will not be arrested.
Yes.
This is my own.
Yes. You understand?
Allah is my own.
Yes.
Allah is my own.
Yes.
Yes.
But for your committed and your link to your Creator,
Yes.
you decide to obey His instructions. You surrender yourself to Him that, and you accept that at this month in the year,
Yes.
my Creator has commanded me
To do this.
to abstain from food and drinks and certain activities from particular hours within the day.
Yes.
You might decide not to obey those rules and nobody will arrest you and still claim yourself to be a Muslim.
Yes.
But for the Father, you know who your Creator is. As being an once ever seen, He is omnipresent presence. So you will not eat, you will not drink, you will not do what you are not supposed to do. What a religion, what a faith.
At the same time, when you do those things, firstly, there's some difficulty. Obviously,
Yeah.
you tired, you must
You
wake
go
up.
through difficulties, yeah,
You
but yes.
become hungry and
Yes.
tired
Yes.
and you're fasting. But when you do it and you complete it, and you see
The
internally,
inner
internal,
happiness.
When
Inner
you have the
happiness.
What
feeling of
happens to
internally
you?
feeling.
This is the inner happiness.
this for me, and I try to speak to a lot of people. I want to be able to show some people what this is, because I think many people saw what we show them on the outside. They didn't penetrate this
That's right.
to know how this changes your whole experience of life.
Yeah.
And your experience of yourself as a being. When you do those things, see, that's one of the things that's missing from a lot of the exposure to Islam. For me, I would love it if we could get snippets from many Muslims of that deep experience that they have with fasting, with Hajj, with Salah, with various aspects of Islam, and make a patchwork of this to show non-Muslim people what the Muslims say about what they feel and experience when they are doing these things that you say are so difficult and are so strange, and how it changes, transforms you. That's
and you know what? Now, the uniqueness of Islam as a religion has now pushed other faiths, and they are now trying to imitate Islam, but which is impossible for them.
Yes.
For instance, Hajj. Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructed Prophet Abraham, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, after he has built the holy house Kaaba, to proclaim, to call people for Hajj, which is a commandment in the Quran. Allah instructed Prophet Abraham. And since then, millions of people has answered that call, and they will continue to answer the call worldwide. So you and I being here in Saudi today to perform Hajj, when we are questioned, why have we responded to this call? We have an evidence in our book Quran.
Yes, in our book Quran, we have the evidence.
Yeah, to prove that we have been invited by our Creator.
Yeah, this call for the whole life.
That
this
is
call
it.
carry on.
That is
this
it.
call never ended.
Yes,
This
our
call
Creator
never ended.
invited us, and we have responded to it.
And
Now, do you know,
the
my
call
brother,
by Nabi
other
Ibrahim.
faiths have started also to perform pilgrimage in their various places. This is other faiths. Some people go to Jerusalem, they say they are going for pilgrimage. Others, the Hindus, will go to their monasteries. Yes. But the question is, which portion in their book
Yes.
Is it written
were
so?
they instructed to perform those pilgrimages?
Yes.
It is no way. So people are now trying to imitate Islam. But Islam stands tall above all. We are here in Saudi
Yes.
because we have answered the invitation of our Creator.
Alhamdulillah.
You see? And this alone is a prize. So now,
Yes.
who are we? We are now guests of our Creator, Allah.
We have we have a day, 5-time invitation from Allah.
5th invitation from Allah.
Every
day.
5 times we have invitation from Allah. That might be our
Beautiful.
people forgot.
Beautiful.
But Allah every 5 prayer Allah call us.
That is it.
Come to me
Yes.
and take from me.
That is
Who
it.
if someone who want to take the mercy.
Yes.
Someone who want to say something from me.
Yes.
So every 5 times Allah call us.
Yes.
And we react.
For our own
We
benefit.
react
For our own
accordingly.
benefit.
Yes.
That's what this called the feeling of Islam inside our hearts.
Yes.
When we feel that I have missed my Fajr or Zohar Salah, I feel some bad.
Beautiful.
It means I have something
You have
inside for
to
Islam.
love something
Yes.
within you has
I feel
missing.
bad. If I feel bad, it means I am going to be a true path. I am going to be a true Muslim.
Yes.
Only the Muslim, only not the name of the Muslim that we are Muslim, and we pray only 5 times. This is not a Muslim. We have many other responsibilities also. We did this responsibility. If we want to be a good Muslim, we did many responsibilities. Whatever we learn, whatever we have in our heart, and whatever we know about the Quran, and whatever we know about the Quran and Islam and namaz, prayer, everything, whatever we know, this is our responsibility to deliver those people, those who don't know about the things. This is our first and priority responsibility. This is not necessary. I go every time to preach to Islam to people. But whenever I have time, and I got the chance,
Yes.
and whatever knowledge, but according to Quran, I have. Not from my side, but whatever knowledge from Quran I have, so I should have to deliver the other people. This is our responsibility. Because in the akhir, in the heaven or in the day of judgment, we have the question. You know about these things. What should you do
We're gonna
about
be
this?
always going to ask us, what did you do with what?
What Brother Nur said.
Yes.
What he said is true. See, it's like you have gained a treasure, a very important thing.
Treasure.
And you should be concerned about what will happen to those who have not had opportunity to have it. So it is a responsibility on us to make people also have a feeling of what we have to do.
Yes.
So, I asked Brother Nur a question, why is he so concerned about his family also being Muslim? And the answer was perfect. And his answer implies to all of us.
Yes, all of us. Yes.
Either you have Muslim family or you are from non-Muslim family.
Non-Muslim family.
If you have a Muslim family, it's still a responsibility on you. There are people in your community, in your workplace, who are also knocking their heads.
Yes.
There is no restriction.
Looking
Like
for
we
the
would
right
want
place.
somebody, we would want someone.
Because it is very, very pathetic when you have seen this light and you see people still searching and they are being misled. It is very pathetic. It is very pitiful. Therefore, we have to take it as a responsibility.
It is like, yes.
We should have to stop there.
Okay.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
So our discussion we
I'm fine. How are you doing?
How was the session?
Hi, it's good. Can you give a buzz to me on my mobile? Can you give me a buzz on my mobile? I don't know, where did I put it? Let me check it. No. Why did I go? Okay, that's what. Yes. It is only there up to 4:15. After that, nothing. Yes.
الله أكبر الله أكبر، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح، قد قامت الصلاة وقد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين، إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. وإذ ابتلى إبراهيم ربه بكلمات فأتمهن قال إني جاعلك للناس إماما قال ومن ذريتي قال لا ينال عهدي الظالمين. وإذ جعلنا البيت مثابة للناس وأمنا واتخذوا من مقام إبراهيم مصلى وعهدنا إلى إبراهيم وإسماعيل أن طهرا بيتي للطائفين والعاكفين والركع السجود. وإذ قال إبراهيم رب اجعل هذا بلدا آمنا وارزق أهله من الثمرات من آمن منهم بالله واليوم الآخر قال ومن كفر فأمتعه قليلا ثم أضطره إلى النار وبئس المصير. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين، إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. وإذ يرفع إبراهيم القواعد من البيت وإسماعيل ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم.
ربنا واجعلنا مسلمين لك ومن ذريتنا أمة مسلمة لك وأرنا مناسكنا وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم ربنا وابعث فيهم رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياتك ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة ويزكيهم إنك أنت العزيز الحكيم. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. أشهد أن الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله. اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تباركت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. 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 السلام. لا إله إلا الله ولا نعم. لا إله إلا الله مخلصين له الدين حنفاء ولو كره الكافرون. سبحان الله. لا إله. أعوذ بالله. له ما في السماوات. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد. قل أعوذ بالله من الفلق. قل أعوذ. السلام ورحمة الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. الله أكبر. الله الحمد لله.